Hi, Tonto.
Hi, Stella.
Welcome to my life. You look so innocent. Oh,
I was sleeping. I was sleeping, really tired.
okay. Thank you for agreeing to come online to answer some questions. I have some questions set out for you. So let's get straight to the point because I'm going to be reading them. Before I start any talks, can you tell me
Yes.
how you want to be addressed? Do we still add King to your name or just plain prayer warrior Tonto Dike? Because yesterday I had because yesterday I had somebody come online, one of my colleagues, and she was like, because you're now born again, you have to drop King from your name. So how do we address you now?
My name remains King Tonto, and just to clear the air, I think some people have a lot of misconception about what the king is. It's not a title. It's not a masculine disrespect or trying to drag, the male egos or something. No, it's a broad name for my son. So it's just the name that I loved, and to maybe identify with my son more. So it sticks and it stays. It stays.
So you're still King Tonto Dike
Oh
without
yeah.
without gender reference. You're just a king. It's just the
No,
name.
no. I'm a female, so.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm sure all the people who have been wanting to know why you've not dropped it, they know now. So let me get straight to the point. You are born again, again. Pardon my use of the word again, because you've gone down this road before and you went. It was loud, and then you went back into the world. This time, is it permanent? Not that I'm a saint, so I'm not a saint. There are just some routine questions that need to be answered because you influence people a lot. When you become born again, a lot of people go into Christ with you. They become born again as well. When you come out, they also come out. I'm sure it happened with the last born again thing you did. So now you are born again and you're very loud about it. And I'm sure you can see people. A lot of people are also giving their lives to Christ because of you. So is it permanent this time? Is it a show? Are you for real?
I don't think you make a show with God. I don't think so. But just to answer your question, you see, there are some people who are just called by God, and no matter how much you run away, you just know that you have this calling. And for my case, I think God just wanted me to experience everything because at this stage of my life, I can say I've done it all. So what is it that can take me away from the presence of God now? I have already done everything. The other time when I came to Christ, it was not like I didn't want to stay. It was not like I had an intention to run away. But there were some kind of things in life that I had not experienced. You understand that I didn't even know that existed. Something like that, some different kind of like my testimony. I was saying that pain was one of the reasons why I always ran out of God because I served God with so much intensity, and in the middle of that intensity, a big pain would just come, and I'm like, God, why? Okay, why? What's the reason? And I now know better that no matter what happens, God still remains God. It doesn't matter whether the pain will come. He never even promised us a smooth and rosy bed. He only says that he's going to be with us. He's going to walk with us through it all. It does not matter what we face. It doesn't matter the challenges. He will walk with us. So I think I know too much now to say that I am for God, and I'll be with him to the end.
You said something that caught my fancy, and I'm sure it caught a lot of people's fancy. You talked about being called. So God called you like this now, because some people will be like, "Don't do God call you?"
I have always had this calling right from when I was a child. At 19, I was going to be a pastor until I just ran away for no reason. I'd been in church since I left secondary school. So I'd known God intimately. I'd known God intensely for as long as I was a child. And I've always known that I had this calling. If you watch what has happened in my life, it's not ordinary. Anybody that may have or may walk my shoes may not have survived, would not even survive. Because God called me for something and He needed me to go through all of these things to come out of the firebrand that I am today.
Okay. So are you about to start your own prayer channel with this calling now? Because it looks like your calling is prayer, right?
Prayers and healing.
You can heal.
Yes, I can heal. God can heal. God can use anything.
Like what? Like from headache, cold, catarrh, or diseases,
It depends on what God asks me to do.
So if somebody with fibroid comes to you now, you can heal the person?
I think any good Christian can, any strong believer.
Okay, like me now, I have big belly. So instead of going for BBL now, can you?
I'll give you Mojaro, Stella. I'll give you Mojaro for your big stomach.
Okay, so are you about to start a prayer channel?
At this stage of my life, I'm just letting God lead. God asked me to start praying for people online, and that's what I'm doing. He's the one, taking me day by day. I'm just a vessel. So if He says to do that, I will do that.
And when you do that, you will monetize your channels because it's the proper thing to do, right?
I don't know about monetizing. It's my calling. It's not about money. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I told the person, I said, you see, there's some people who are just going to be there for God forever. I didn't run to God because of money. I'm already rich. I didn't run to God to be famous. I'm already the definition of being famous. I ran to God for survival because I wanted to live, because I wanted to, turn a new leaf, because I wanted to step into the mandate, the Esther vessel mandate that He wanted me to step into. So yeah.
Okay, so is there something in particular that happened that caused you to give your life to Christ?
Yes, but I would not really want to get into it. I don't want this the public wahaha. That part of it is something that we'll just leave it to me and God.
Okay, so
I feel like,
in all of this, there's a pastor we have to be thankful for, Pastor
oh
Jerry
yeah,
Ise.
oh yeah.
Can you tell us how exactly what transpired that did he say, Tonto, come and give your life to Christ, or did you go to church, walked up to the altar, and what happened? How did it happen?
There's no way you'd be in close proximity to such anointing, such a vessel, such power that it doesn't affect you in a positive way. Pastor Jerry is just he's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. God has used him for this generation. I mean, he saved this generation truly, and I'm one of the people that he saved just by being who he is, just by accepting the call of God, just by following God's word, and just by being intimate with God, and that's how life changes.
You
He
missed my
doesn't need to call
question.
you.
Did you walk
I,
to church?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
He doesn't need to call you to come and give your life to Christ. You get to see how God is using him. You get to understand his preachings. You get to be. I pray with him over every morning, and for over 5 years now. I think this was bound to happen. God was bound to arrest me. God arrests people. People don't just call people to be born again.
Okay. So now the reason I wanted this live with you is because you shocked some of us, your monitoring spirit. Some of us live on your page, fans and foes, We woke up, we're just having a normal day, lo and behold, you posted, you and Churchill don't settle. And it was like, is she joking? Is it a movie, We know that what God cannot do does not exist. But we didn't see this coming now. How? What happened? Waiting. Tonto and Churchill don't settle. We're still talking about it like, you also tell us who made the first move. What is this? I'm confused,
First of all, like I gave a testimony yesterday, so I would direct everybody back to that testimony. If you haven't watched it, go to Strengths of Joy or Pastor Jerry's channel. It's going to be showing there, or it's mostly everywhere on the internet. The miracle was the prayer of a 10-year-old. It says, from my son's faith. It says, from my son's love for God. It says, from my son's prayers to God and requests to God. So if you watch that testimony, you definitely understand. I don't want to talk about my family. As often as I used to. I have
and co-parenting in peace. Okay, so are you guys together or just together for the sake of co-parenting? Because I've seen some people, they misread your post and they are thanking God that you're back together with Churchill. That's romantically.
Well, Nigerians, even if you want to I'm sorry, not Nigerians, I mean human beings as a whole, if you want to hide the truth, just put them in written words. We don't slow down to read. We read to respond. And that's something that I know that human beings have, and it's not. I'm not trying to judge anybody for it, but if you read my post carefully, it was more about the love that my son has found, not the love that I have found. Like I said, we're back as parents as we should be. God blessed us with a beautiful, amazing son that we both need to join hands to and impact, because he's 10 years old, and he's not 10 years old up here. He's like a 20-year-old man. He's so mature, and no matter what we do in life, peace is just the ultimate. And my son has to benefit from that peace and that love.
Okay. I'm almost tempted to ask about his first time of talking to his dad, but I'm sure that's very private. I don't want to go into that, except you want to tell us. Okay, if you don't want to, let's move on. That's not my business. A lot has happened online in the last few months. That's before we got to know that this born again thing with you is for real. Some people have dragged you. We'll be waiting. I was going to your page to refresh. Don't talk soon reply. Don't talk soon reply. My dear, we didn't see anything, no. So both I'm representing your fans as in your foes and your friends and whoever. Is that old controversial Tonto gone? Is it this new you now that we're stuck with forever? No more replies, no more. Is this it?
Salvation births peace and joy and happiness. And once you live with all of those things, you tend to have unexplainable joy. It doesn't matter who's driving you. It's that person's reality, that person's mindset, is that person's, it's all about that person, not about you as in reality. So why respond to negativity? It's not part of my journey anymore. It's maybe who I was, but it's not who I am. Being controversial was someone who never loved herself, someone who didn't know who she was. But right now, Stella, I know who I am, and I know whose I am. So all things have passed away. I do not want to be identified or or addressed as ex-controversial. I think everybody should just respect my journey and address me as who I am today.
So how do we address you?
I'm a woman of God. My name is King Tonto, if anything, and I'm not an actress. I'm an ex-actress.
So when we do
So
stories on you now, we should say woman of God, Tonto Dike. Is that how you want your headlines now?
I don't know, but it's not controversial. But yeah,
Okay, so we should
is
drop
perfect.
ex-controversial. We should not even refer to you as an actress anymore.
I don't think that's not necessary.
Okay, so we get it. We leave out actress, we leave out controversy, we leave out all the old things that have passed away. What about
Yeah.
are you looking forward to would you want to get married again?
For now, I just want to follow Jesus. I want to know Him. I want to build an unshakable faith. That's not what I'm looking for. I already have so much love in my heart already for God, and you see all this love that all this love that we keep looking for everywhere, making mistakes. By the time you calm down and you love God and know God, you understand that God is love, and you are content with where you are. Right now, I'm content with where I am, just knowing and pursuing God.
Okay, so
Whatever my life is all about, God, let Your will be done.
some people's idea of being born again, you don't represent it. Your glasses, your hair, your eyelashes, your nails. What do you have to say about that? They say if you really know that you're born again, let's go of all these worldly things.
I don't think I don't think, well, I'll just say nobody is an assistant to God. Nobody knows what being born. I won't say not nobody knows what being born again is, but nobody can impose how you can look as a born again Christian. I have lashes on, so what? I have a nice hair on, so I should look dirty. I should tie my hair. All my glasses are medicated. Almost all my glasses are medicated. So I don't know how dirty or how unkept they need to see me before I represent Jesus in their eyes. But I do know that my ministry is for people who can see through all of those things, not for people who can't see them. So I just want to keep preaching the word, keep praying. Those who are eyes are going to open eventually. No, everybody can like you. I hope you know that. Not everybody can like you. Not everybody can believe in you. So
It's beautiful to watch you talk and to listen to you. You have so much knowledge right now to impart. I think you're on a good journey, you know. We will join you in this born again thing. We will join you. We're just waiting for God to direct us.
Stella, you fasted. You fasted the last day of fasting. You fasted, and you told me that. So I'm impressed. It's one step. One step. As your friend, I am not hammering you to become born again. I'm praying for you, and I know that God is going to arrest you. If I be forceful with God on you, you may run away as my friend. So it's one step at a time. You fasted on your own because you saw me
Okay,
fasting.
okay. Now that has reminded me of another question. You've made peace with your ex. There are a lot of other people that you need to make peace with. How are you going to do it? Are you reaching out to people behind?
I don't have anybody that I need to make peace with. I don't have
Some of these
anybody.
people that you fought with online, are they back as you can settle with people without bringing them into your space again.
Yeah, yes, I'm one person who believes that forgiveness has nothing to do with reconnection. And I can't think of anybody that I hurt. Maybe people that hurt me, they need to apologize to me, and that's fine. And whether they don't apologize to me, that's also fine. But I can't think of anybody that I've hurt. I've carefully, within my family, I've made peace with a couple of people. But that's it. That's about it. I don't think I owe anybody that.